30 years ago, who would you say was the Wendy Shea or Miss Bell of the time? Well, today on E-Vibes, I have a legend to have a conversation with. You want to stay and stick with me.
Hello.
Legendary.
Yes,
I am so excited.
Same here.
I am so excited. This is not the first time I'm having, this conversation with you.
Okay.
I've had several conversations, and this one, Edamakumaso. Mommy,
Yeah,
thank
baby.
you so much.
You're welcome.
So we're currently in Dansoman.
Dansoman, yes. This
Cape
is where
Cod.
I grew up.
Yes.
This is where I grew up, and this is where I live.
The conversation is better when we have a location like that.
Okay.
As a legend, living legend, I thought, let me bring you back to, where you grew up.
Sure.
Where everything started from. So does this place bring back any memories?
A lot. Because this is where we used to live. I remember there was a place here called Cadillac. That place, no sister, every 12 o'clock the place is packed. Because remember, as a piano call, no seed, there were so many different Chinese movies. So by 12, you have to be at Cadillac to go and watch the latest Chinese movie with Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan.
So you grew up with sort of entertainment.
Yeah.
But this house,
yes.
this house, you all grew up here, the whole family?
Actually, my mom gave birth to 4 girls.
Okay.
And we used to live at Abeka. That was my dad's place. But when you get to secondary school, then you have to come here because Oba better tell. Because in the secondary school, things will be changing in your life. So you have to be with my mom. So that was when I was in Form 1, anytime we come home during the long vac, make sure that we go to Cadillac to go and watch the latest movies. Then there was a nightclub called Mystic. Mystic was somewhere in there. It was a nightclub. Okay, my mommy's children, we don't smoke, we don't drink, but we go to Mystic to see the latest dancing. So that when you go back to school, that time they say mess up, they call no page no whole some mess up na. No one say mess up na ba. And to go do be mess up no. So kana old man boogie. They call it sing. Old man boogie. Te do ho na. Oko show say asape na ba. To miss mistake on okwa you see all the latest dance to do school no be so see latest dance be mama say friend old man boogie it's one that was how we used to go to miss yes see kwakwa bibia but we go there to see dance saba and everything. And the holiday there's so much memories. Just say look at me watching movies here, nightclub or mistake call not me mama so just say she was such a hard woman.
Tell me
because
about
her. I loved my mommy. Oh, we 1994. Why did we love her? Because she was so hard on us. Whereby, Anopa, so oko mistake, not kind of party and fan. By 4:30, so sorry. Now we pra. Now once a what player by no brea, uncle Juman Temu. Oh, what heading? Or Musa or Contoman Obina Quayada. Uncle Mantem. Two bones a bad end of the day, now watch them. Who's all to one, no one who said there be a no man could. Now one cast what pepper, what preview, one have been no journey, or so no basis in them, or so could send a demo until we all had something doing. And that we always say thank you to her because he knew an upway and no mercy, a journey noir. If you say see, and no they will never go wrong. So this is what they didn't fear mommy. And our mom, what about our mom was, she made sure say my mom didn't buy brown carpet in her room. She bought cream carpet.
Okay.
So that when it's dirty, she has to wash.
You would wash it.
You wash it well. And she had African wear, so when she moved all her clothes down and you have to pack them well. So anytime I come around and I see the house, it's like I just remember my sweet mom because she really brought us up in the way that every mother should bring up her kids.
Has the area influenced you in any way? Say your music career, your of course dancing.
Yeah.
and everything. Has it influenced
Yes,
you in
it
any
did.
way?
It did.
How?
As I told earlier, because of
Going back and forth from mistake
to see, because let's face fact, those that always bring the dancing are those that we call those that don't really go to school, you know, book kubolo.
Yeah.
They can't the kubolo.
Yeah, street
and they see they always bring us something new, and they come there. So when they come there, we just sit down, we watch their moves, we ask for the latest dance, they mention it, and then we are good to go. But my mom, she not allow you to go to a nightclub. So do you know what we used to do?
No.
We look for invitation card. Invitation card maybe before we go to the party, and then we change the date, and then we write a new date. They are going to a party. My mom said, okay, you can go to the party. I don't have any problem. You go to the party, but make sure that by 4:30 you are awake. They used to show concerts. No, they used to act concert on stage. That time, maybe an Peduma and AAA and for J, they'll come and do the concert at a place called King Solomon at Dansuma Sahara. They will go and watch. Concert close at 3 a.m. A concert, no, they sing and then they act.
Yeah.
Then when you get home, you can't sleep. You sit on the bed. Then you be
dozing
off because
you need to wake up at 4:30.
Then my mom seeing that I didn't come in, she will not say anything. She will not go to work early for you to sleep. You will do everything you need to do. She leave the house at 12, sister. 1 mommy be 12. Let me tell you something interesting. Stephanie is my big sister.
Yeah.
I know that time it was Piamon Call, the CD.
Yeah.
No, it was the cassette, the big one. My mom had fun in the house.
Okay.
So as soon as there's a new movie, we'll go for it from the library. You know, you have to go and order it, and then they'll give it to you. They'll write your name, then they'll put that you have come for that cassette.
Oh yeah.
And then if you want to watch the movie, when my mom comes home, she'll put her hand on the deck to see whether it's hot. We used to call it deck to see whether it's hot.
Yeah.
If it's hot, that means you watch TV.
Watched to use it.
So we'll put the deck on. Maybe I will carry the deck and stand under the fan. And then make sure that it's cooling off. Then if I'm tired, another person will come. So my mom come and check. She'll not find the heat.
Oh,
so she know that we didn't watch. But she's very smart. When we say recently, new movie so that's how my mom. So up till now, I always thank God for her life because she brought us up in the hard way. But we thank God that she actually took good care of us, showed us what we're supposed to do in life as women, and make sure that when you are growing up as a lady, you should know how to cook, how to clean, and then how to make sure that you don't mess around. And one thing we thank God is we always make sure we dress well, so we'll not just expose ourselves. So this area, this side was a park.
Yeah, I was going to ask you whether this shop.
It used to be a park. That was where the guys play football. So they called our house the Holy House. You'll be a friend, but you cannot come and chase anybody. It was the park where the guys play football. And down there was the fitting shop where my mom took the car. And the guy who used to use my mom's car, fella. When you talk about American cars, fella was A1. And the son is still down there.
Wow.
Look at all these years. We used to go to school, but my mom used to use Mustang, the Ford one.
Yeah. So
anytime there's a problem, we call fella to come and repair it for us. When coming here today, you've brought my memories back because I remember this place was just a park, and then fella was down there, and he used to repair my mom's cars.
I mean, from what I've heard so far, you didn't come from, say, like a poor family.
No,
normal, because
my daddy,
I mean, at the time.
My dad was the first pharmacist in Ghana.
Oh,
his name was Mr. Samuel Benson Agyapong. If you go to Abeka and ask for APC, my dad brought the painkiller called APC. My dad owned Itin Drugs Manufacturing. So when we talk about the Agyapong family, my dad was the first guy who brought Citron. Citron. So my dad, we're not part of them. But honestly, every holiday, my dad takes us to London. Even if it's 3 weeks holiday, we'll go to London. Near about too much to the Akosua and pay too much. And so I went to school at Harrow International Preparatory School at Abeka.
Oh, okay.
And then I proceeded to Holy Child Secondary School. Yes, at Cape Coast.
How did the whole entertainment thing come about for you? Did you plan it when you went to school? Did you decide that, okay, because I love dancing, or I have to go and check which dance is the newest in town so that I can go and show my friends? And also, did you say that, okay, because I know how to dance or I love entertainment, let me just do entertainment?
With entertainment, you know, way back in Harrow International, I used to perform. Those days, there's no stage, remember?
Yeah.
So it was like the tables. We put the teachers' tables together. And then we perform on it. And I was actually doing more of the cultural dances, the Adwa, the Otofo, the Agbaja. People always ask, did somebody teach you? No. It was natural. When I see somebody doing something, I just watch your legs, watch your hands, and I'm good to go.
Okay.
So I was actually the leader for all the cultural dances way back. Wow. So when I got to Holy Child, when you get to Form 4, unless you get to Form 4 before you can go out. But when I got to Form 1, I went out because I could do the cultural dances. So they took me to the University at Cape Coast to go and dance. That day that they took me to University at Cape Coast, that day was the Homos Night. So I'm one person that never did the Homos Night because at that particular time I was at Cape Coast University doing the cultural dances with the seniors.
Oh, wow.
So way back I have been an entertainer. I entertain people with the cultural dancing, with you name it. And then I told earlier on, I get to see what the latest dance is. And then people just follow what I have. And way back in Holy Child, I used to train my colleagues, so I would go and do any competition that was in the schools. There was one called Black Santa. It was with Infansipim, Adisco, Augustine's, Wesley Girls, Infansiman, National, Agri. All these schools come together. Over 5,000 students. There's a competition among the schools.
Yeah.
Holy Child FM is small robot. Yes.
That was your nickname.
Oh, let me get robot. Let me move. I do the robot as if it's not a human being that's son. So they call me small robot. And then because of that, you know, I was really into the entertainment already before I started my first song that came out with Frema. So entertainment, let me pet that when I was young.
So how did the music come in? I mean, because
I compose,
you're dancing.
It's not just dancing. I compose songs at school during the intercol.
Okay.
Intercollege, yes, I compose songs and I teach my friends. So when we go to intercollege, we can sing something. And so I kept on writing and I wrote a song. But there was one teacher that I was troublesome. He was a history teacher. Okay. Most of the time, when he's saying something, he says something. And then the master was a little bit short. I'm sorry to use the word. Okay. No, what?
Petite.
Yes.
Sorry.
And any time that it's lunchtime, you see the two of them going for lunch. They are the two that will go first for lunch. So what happened was, I wrote a song and I taught my mates. So our school is like that. You know, we have the story buildings.
Okay.
So I said, when they are coming, there will be bass, there will be treble, and then the main thing. I said, something in about amotia. Na worry be something in about amotia. Na worry be what free kitchen. Na worry be no something want me. Oh, he listen. Neba amotia, neba amotia, neba amotia, nebu wafu. And so this song, we sang it. So anytime there's a wedding among our friends.
Are they aware that your teachers, are they aware if they're watching right now, even if they are?
Hello. And the only interesting thing is, when we are singing and they are coming and they try to look up, we dodge. So anytime any of our mates is having her wedding, what we do is, when we meet, then we'll be singing. Even the bride will come and join us, and we'll be singing something in the amotia. No worry, babe. Something in the amotia. No worry, babe. Oh, so this is Kala. This is where we used to watch the movie, and then we just watch there. Yes, we see. At the same time, so this is Kala. And so we used to, enjoy ourselves here. We come and watch the movie.
It's not too far from your house.
No, that is why we just show Chinese movie.
Oh,
this
hello,
was his house.
Wow. How are
he
you?
used to sew my things for me, my performance and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow. What's Oh, boss, Patron 90 saying Casa de Dindina and call your microphone.
Oh.
90 saying?
Patrol, yeah.
Not to her. Not to her. Oh, no, no, pump and hair. And I met me waha.
So today, and now that I mean, look at what she has turned into a legend here in Ghana.
Yeah.
What would you tell us about her? You know, those days that you used to sew for her.
Yeah, she was those days a big legend. But now she has become more legendary. Because the thing that I've been sewing for her, she used for programs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it was marvelous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did she, will she tell you what to sew, or where does the creative idea come from?
Sometimes we discuss.
Okay.
And sometimes we discuss, or sometimes I give him the style that she wants. She knows, I know what she wants. Anytime she comes, we say, oh, come now, let's discuss, let's do, or maybe give me the style, then we do the style.
You know, in the olden days, we don't really, people don't believe in children's craft. You know, when they set out to become, say, musicians or dancers, they say that, it's maybe for a woman, they'll say that, she's spoiled. You know, there's so many things, you know, that our parents will restrict us from doing in society. But you decided to collaborate with her and all that. What did you see?
Oh, she was a childhood friend because I live here and she lives here.
Yeah.
And we all grew together. So when I learned that she was singing, I was the whole area, we were all happy. Akosua Agyapong. You see, I was proud when people see me sewing for Akosua Agyapong. You see, so for a long time, you know, we are all happy for her. So those days there was no problem, and the house too. They are dusted. So if you see, so if you are such a musician, then you see, then you know.
So today that we're celebrating her, we've realized that, I mean, she's done a lot for the industry, and so we're celebrating it. We decided to bring her back to her former area. What would you tell, you know, the people who are watching, Ghanaians? You know, you have seen a very fair share of who she is. You've even started with her by sewing for her and all of that. Tell Ghanaians what you think that, I mean, you want to say to her this day.
Akosua Agyapong really is a good lady, because since the time memorial, where we've been together, anytime after we left, she left me. Anytime we meet, the way we talk, so she said, I mean, she's good. She's good in everything. She's calm, and I like the way she talks to me. I like the way she talks to people. Akosua Agyapong, she's good. So
before I let you go, you have to sing a song, or one of the songs. then I can let you go. Then we can go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Dazi.
Mr. Dazi. Mr. Kwame Dazi.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kwame. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Wow.
I know.
Yes.
It's good that I brought you here.
It's good. Yeah. He used to sew my clothes, and then the lady that came to stand here, that is one of the sisters of the guys that were actually doing the
karate movie.
Yes, and they were actually teaching karate here as well.
Oh, okay.
Actually teaching karate, so people come to teach. People come to teach the karate, and at the same time to show the movies at 12. So by 3:34, people come to show and the guy that was teaching, his name was Kwejo. And he's the same person who actually shows the movies at 12. So it was 12, 3 o'clock, and the evening 6 o'clock. Yes, and then you come and see people here, paying to come and watch the latest movie. Some also come and watch maybe the boxing. Remember this boxing was
a big deal.
So even if it's late in the night, they'll make sure that people will come and watch the late boxing, and then the morning see people just going home. It was something else.
I'm interested in the music because you collaborate with the dancing as well.
Exactly.
We started a conversation about you know, writing your own songs.
True.
Way back in senior high school.
Way back.
Wow.
Yeah, as I said earlier on, I love writing songs, and actually, I just love to make sure that the songs that I'm writing will be songs that will actually take me far. And so I used to, as I said earlier on, I used to write there in intercore songs, and then we take it out there to make noise about it. And so after school, I realized that not just the dancing, I love writing songs. I have so many songs lined, and I told my mom I wanted to be a musician. I said no. I said no, because I wanted to continue after Form 5.
Yeah.
I finished Holy Child in '86.
Wow.
Yes, so I wanted to do my music. My mom said no. So that was when I brought in Anampedu. For Anampedu to come and talk to my mom. So my mom will be able to convince my mom, because my mom loved Anampedu songs. Every Saturday, you think my mom is having a party. She'll play Anampedu song, A.B. Crenzel, Papa Yansin, all those old timers who play their songs because he loved what they do.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. What would you say about being the bad girl of your time? What would you? How did you receive that? Because at a point when you came into the industry, you're like, oh, that woman. You were changing the status quo. You were doing different things.
Yeah.
People were noticing the difference in the kind of music and the kind of shows or crafts that you're bringing on board.
Yeah. Because, you know, way back in Holy Child, because I normally teach people how to dance, I told myself that definitely, with my first album, I have to train people how to dance so that I can bring in something new. Because I realized that people were not actually bringing in dancers to dance. It was just the person that's standing there. If it's a live show, the person is just singing. If it's miming. So, you know, there was a program at GTV, that was GBC. Called A Weekend Rendezvous. It's every Saturdays that they show it. So when I came out with my first debut album, Frema, Born Again, Miyoba, is the household name because I came with dancers. And you know, way back, it's because I used to dance. I added my dancing to it and became something else. Yeah. So that actually made me unique and made me different. If you're going to mention some of the old new musicians, that time I was those kind of musicians like my own daughter, Miss Bell, like Miss V, like Becca, you know, and I dressed decently. That is what has kept me all this time.
Wow. Wow. Let's brag to Ghanaians a bit. I mean, we don't have, I know that, you know, our culture doesn't really allow us to brag about the things that we've achieved and have accomplished over the years. You have been here. I recall your 25-year celebration.
Anniversary, yes, please.
The late former president was there. I recall that. It was vivid. It's like I can actually remember that, and the number of people that came through and the things that were said about this woman standing right in front of me. And do you feel that? Do you feel, you know, celebrated enough? Do you think that, you know, as an industry, as Ghana, you know, do you think that we have really given you your flowers?
No. I'm saying no because with what one has done in Ghana, not just me, with other celebrities, with other legends, it's good. I like the question because you see, as a legend, if you've done something for, let's look at Michael Jackson and the others. When they're being celebrated, it's not just mouth. Something is done for them. There's a place down here called Osofodazi's Park, whereby they were given estates. I mean, to celebrate them. So they all had their estates to celebrate them. But it's not now. It's not you doing something, expecting something in return. And it's like all the legends are still marking time. But it's like I've done what I need to do, but I haven't gotten what I need to get. At least with me, by God's grace, I have my 6 kids. I have my beautiful house at Tuba, my 7-bedroom house, but not everybody had the opportunity. They are legends, but they don't have even a place to lay their heads. Because at the end of the day, the little that they get, they cannot use it to build a house. Like right now, the royalties that we get, we cannot build a house. You cannot even go to the studio to record. That makes it like you've not been celebrated enough. So anytime you hear the legend is dead, I'm sad because what the person was supposed to have gotten, even from the government, we didn't even get it that way. And so the government, if the government really needs to help us to celebrate musicians, celebrate actors, old ones, they should remember them. And with them helping them, to really, really, really help. So at the end of the day, it's all about you telling yourself that I've been in music for this year, it's 32 years in music.
2 years.
You have to be proud to say that I've been in music for 32 years. A, B, C, D is what I've gotten out for me. We buried A.B. Quincy recently, and I'm producing a fridge. We buried Papa Yasin. All the people that have been buried, ask yourself, what did they really achieve after entertaining us? What did they get? So sometimes the government or the Ghanaians need to know that even if it's not coming from the government, it should come from individuals to say that and then we will wait. Person me dem offense Pat Thomas. Person dem we. Then you will say at least then you know with it has really. It touched him. It changed his life. Like a woman telling me that Mayoba made that was the message he gave to the daughter. Now, what have you really achieved from it? So if you don't have God on your side and you don't use this, you'll be marking time.
32 years in the music industry.
Yes.
32 years of giving us, you
Yes.
and your time and your talent. Would you say that? I mean, you're satisfied, you're fulfilled with, the whole thing.
I wouldn't say fulfilled because we are still writing songs, but the problem is, as I told you earlier on, there is no support to be able to bring out the good songs for the young ones to get something out of it, because we have good songs with good messages that the up and coming one needs to get. So it's like, you see, they are still using our old songs, they are still re-recording our old songs. Meanwhile, there are new songs there that they need to listen to. Like my latest album, Our Reboni Awo Misel Tugu. Ojuma aseja nwa dwendwen enoma wo from the sermon nwa jiweni na jiweni messages that people need to hear. But if you don't get people promoting it, like your TV stations, like the radio stations pushing it for the up and coming ones to listen to the message and use it as their own, now you just be marking time.
But so how do you promote it yourself? Have you done anything, tried any ways?
My sister, the minute you give the song to somebody to promote it, there's a person expecting you to give him or her something. At the end of the day, they should remember that there are good songs out there that people need to listen to. Then will be born you say, hey, yeah, bro, I just got phone. You understand? So at the end of the day, the old ones are things that should be a BBA to be able to release and record their good songs, so to help the up and coming ones to know what is good and what is bad. Because the profane alone is nothing we try to them about. So
your sister is a musician.
Stephanie Benson.
Yeah.
Stephanie celebrated her birthday 16th of August.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to you, sweetie. 16th of August was her birthday.
And are you the only ones, in the family that are creatives, or you have other people?
I have my siblings, they dance, but they're not musicians.
Okay.
So that's what I can say.
Okay. And your children, are they following your footsteps?
First and second, they've released a beautiful album, and I'll let them come to your good office, your TV station, for them to show you what they have.
So your first and
my second born, they've recorded an album. I mean, their own songs. They wrote it themselves, and you will love it they have sweet voices, and you just love them.
Oh wow! So
Erama Brew and Ebo Brew.
So correct me if I'm mistaken. I mean everyone, but I think that you're the only musician who can not only, but we have few of them, but most of them don't, or they haven't developed the attitude of dancing at the same time singing.
Yeah, I mean, I've just, somebody asked me, Akosua, with all the female musicians that was actually taking your footsteps, and I said, few, but I'm yet to know, because there are latest dances that's come. Yeah. I mean, the one that came that go like that, and the one that goes like that, and the one that came like that.
This one I can do.
Yeah, you can do that one. Good. How about this one? It goes like that. You know that one too came. So at the end of the day, if there are new dances that comes up, as a musician, you should be able to be creative. You should be able to get it, the dance, so that when you are performing, the young ones will enjoy you, the older ones will enjoy what you have. Somebody will come to a program and listen to your song. Some will come and see your dressing, but some will come and see the moves. So every time you have to prepare yourself for your program. And I'm always prepared with my dancers, with the new dancers. Hey, I'm good to go.
32 years. 32 years. You'll be celebrating 32 years in the industry. There's a program coming up for that. Can you tell us about that and what we should expect?
I'm actually preparing a program at Akosua.
Okay.
Because I've never actually been to Akosua. And at least with Akosua, I'll be taking musicians to be performing there. You know, there are different parts. There's Kede, there's Wedu, all these places. I'll need to be going there. So first week in September, I'm starting my 32, and because next year is 33 years. So I want to do something to show people that in 33 years is going to be something else.
We're grateful for your time.
Thank you.
The young ones that have looked up to you and are still looking up to you.
Thank you.
Some of us. Do you have any advice, from you to us? Everybody, we're on.
What I want to tell the up-and-coming musicians, and even the musicians that are already there, let me tell you something. Believe in what you do and write good songs. Because a song like Frema is 32 years. A song like Koko is 30 years. And you know my latest album, You and Yo, Many so TNG. This song, people are going through hell. People are just dying. People besides the girlfriend and boyfriend being shown, hey, you and Many so. I write songs that will live with me. I want to tell the young ones out there, write songs that will live with you, and when you die, that song will still live. But don't write songs that will die before you die, because that one is not. You don't call it music. But Mali died so many years ago. His music still lives. Look, Papa Yasin is gone. They still play his songs. There are some songs that came about 3 months ago. Ewu yesie no krasu gusutiase. Chonyon Papa nyuma nyansa babenyache.
Please show me how to dance. I don't know.
Okay, which one do you want to learn?
I don't know. I can't dance to save my life. So I might want to learn.
Let's take it in. There's a new dance I'm coming up with.
Oh, okay. I should be the first person to learn.
You stop a bit, you go. Thank you, viewers. We're going to learn more.
Well, I'm so excited. I was going to visit your restaurant.
Yes.
Is it still working?
I've been running it since 1998 and it's still working. I mean, when you go there, we have the fufu, we have the banku, we have the grilled tilapia, we have 5 different soups. We have the granite soup, we have the palm nut soup, we have the tilapia soup, we have the green soup, we have the dry fish soup, we have the goat soup.
They say your restaurant is not working.
And no,
not functioning.
Sister.
That's the person is your favorite person.
My favorite. He's not. I lived with him. We all live together. He knows the restaurant is still running. Up till now, my restaurant is still one of the best restaurants. Because we do the and we don't take our food to go and we actually do the pound it seriously. So if you go to the kumkom restaurant,
so why are you guys? Do you have a bad blood between you two?
I'm just speaking the truth. They are messing up musicians, our money. And I just spoke about it. And that is what he's so happy about. Call yourself chairman, and musicians are dying poor. You are just enjoying our money. Shouldn't we speak the truth? That is why he just said that, because he just said it, I mean, just to cover up the things that he himself. People should go and watch 2014, the newspaper, News One and Daily Guide. Then we should know whether he can be a chairman or not. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's going with 2014 newspaper, it's a 2015 newspaper about Onuankasani brother-in-law, Sika or messing up. A man judge, a court say, you don't a car. near on the properties, and no crime, milk was a me friend disgrace. So, members on their run, and they want to tell me, say it's not running. They should go to your come now. I'll give you free. This go and eat fufu. Whatever soup you want, you get it from there. You can come and store. We have the banquet no close soup, banquet tilapia, and we are grilling it like somebody. It's still going on.
Will Gamro ever work?
Gamro will work when we have the right people to speak the truth.
Who do you think are the right people? I've been having Gamro conversations for like a very long time. Today, if you ask me, I don't understand what is going on.
Do you know what? The interesting thing is, Gamro, Sikane Bano, we should get, the directors should be musicians. But those that will handle our money, we should get a very good institution, financial AEB, not handle because if you have them now, they will use our money well, not profits no, near the share in Peniforno. Now a do time also this Sikamaya, then you just can ye amay. Because if the Obi sounds on my measure Gamro, no only good idea about Gamra on the discount. Because people are just enjoying our money and no one buying 94 beyond court. So on back on the DB. No, because Obiam probino. But when they are being probed, you think they'll spend the money. Like so, Abraham Ajete, Diana Hobson, a friend say, yeah, Osborne, Flash, I'm the chairman for spinners. Government is supposed to get an association, but maybe association now. Why look at this car? No moody. A guy at Cape Coast, his name is Usika Kra. Almost you need to move because government has no license. They are not supposed to collect money, but they are collecting money. Their license expired 2022. 3rd April 2022. To that license you can operate. My Rex most man confirm ko jiska enya chrono. And I'm kind of same restaurant in running. My restaurant is running well. Go to Yekumkom restaurant at Rollins Park. Ask Akosua Agyapong's restaurant. It's called Yekumkom. Go and see with your own eyes if it's not running. Yeah, running pa evufu banku ho me say banku de nkruma froy and then what grot tilapia. And kwan no fufu no bedia. You want katen kwan, you want ben kwan, you want tilapia soup, you want dry fish soup, you want a fairly tap punching crack. Minya bema, mo amu twa me. Share, I'm inviting you. Momra e mawuli. Una be fufu. Mo mana medi fufu papa. E feel
Is Rex and the other Gamro members invited? Are they invited?
Oh, Mama didn't know who's a hungry. What a world only be bindi. Nasa war Rex, men not snapping because all live in the same house at Dansumania.
Yeah, you guys were part of a group.
Yes, because he was in Kumasi. So when he comes to Accra, he's with me, Amanziba, and the 3 of us live together. My mom would take her cloth and give us to go and sew. If it's a big show, I'm not him. I don't kinte to the man near Kakopam. And let the what to TV and look and say, Mimi to run a restaurant. My running restaurant for 24 years since 2020, since 1998 is still running. When they run business stuff, all this and they go so running. They should go to restaurant, come and ask. They should go to Rollins Park and ask whether Akosua Agyapong is running her restaurant. May patch a jana so pay go so running. But never judge and papa a fear journey. Rex, so I'm inviting you to my restaurant. Come and eat. Who you say? Who's not pay for Becky, catch a Rex is still running. Becky Rex, my wife. Catch a Kunsa on himself still running. Now on Jack Cron, no just kind of wood, you know. Not on the papa. And the papa that main casa. Love you all. Bye.